Welcome into John Alexander Gymnasium for tonight's Fighting Indian basketball action on JISD Live. I'm Lee Traylor, class of 2005, and in just a moment I'll be joined by Ryan Travis, class of 2014. Tonight's matchup pits Jacksonville against the visiting Martins Mill Mustangs. Even though the Mustangs are from a smaller classification in 2A, they absolutely are not to be overlooked, as they are an exceptionally strong program that made it all the way to the regional finals last year, and have backed that up with a red-hot start this season. Jacksonville comes into tonight's matchup with a 4-12 overall record. Dealing with injuries and players in and out of the lineup, Jacksonville has struggled in tournament play to start the season. They'll look to get back to last year's form, where this Jacksonville boys basketball program enjoyed an excellent season last year. They earned an overall record of 24-10, tied with Bullard at the top of 4A Region 3 District 18 with a district record of 9-1, and went to the area round of the playoffs. Martins Mill comes into this matchup with an 18-3 overall record. One of those 3 losses was to last year's 2A state champions, the Lipan Indians. Last year, Martins Mill ended up with a 30-7 overall record, finished second in 2A Region 3 District 19 with an 8-2 district record, and fell in the regional finals of the playoffs to their district rivals, the LaPorner Flyers.
And now let's take a look at the season schedule. Jacksonville has struggled in pre-district play this year, falling against Hallsville and Kilgore, and not seeing the results they want in several tournaments. Jacksonville is looking to get back on track before district play, and a win tonight against this excellent Mustang squad could certainly provide a much-needed jump start. To come out on top, they'll need great play from multiple positions, and that includes tonight's spotlight player of the game, Brady McCowan. Mr. McCowan is a forward for your JHS boys basketball team. A junior, Brady was a significant contributor to this team last year. In addition to basketball, Brady is your starting quarterback of the Fighting Indian football team. And since returning to the court from injury, Brady is averaging 8.8 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal per game.
And in just a moment, we'll receive starting lineups from JHS English teacher and PA announcer extraordinaire, Mr. Don Couples. Good crowd here from Martins Mill on the visitor side. Martins Mill out of Ben Wheeler, Texas. Have you spent much time in Ben Wheeler, Texas, Mr. Travis?
I have not. Honestly, I probably couldn't tell you where Ben Wheeler is.
Ben Wheeler is in the Edom area, and not just saying this because they're here tonight. It's a really cool area, both of those places, Edom and Ben Wheeler. Really close, small towns. Both of them have kind of a historical arts district and really cool places. So next time you're kind of northwest of us, maybe check out Ben Wheeler.
I will say it is a great night to be inside, because outside it is chilly and it has been very windy throughout today.
Yes, it's been some challenging weather, so really happy to be in the warm confines of John Alexander Gymnasium, where it doesn't matter what the weather's like outside. It's always unicorns and rainbows at John A. We're about 2.5 minutes away from tip, and both of us feverishly trying to write down the roster for the Mustangs tonight. So give us a moment to do that. Thank you for being with us on JISD Live. And there's the 1 minute buzzer. 1 minute remaining here in pregame, as we're getting set to get started here at John A. Gym for Jacksonville versus Martins Mill. And it looks like, oh, there we go. Had some very brief technical issues.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise and remove your hats for the playing and singing of our national anthem.
Excellent rendition of the national anthem by Don Couples.
Starting at guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 10, Sawyer, 4. Starting at another guard, 5'11" junior, number 11, Jack Kinder. Starting at forward, a 6'5" sophomore, number 15, Archer Snyder. Starting in guard, a 5'11" sophomore, number 23, Travis Baylor. And starting at center, a 6'6" sophomore, number 32, Ryder Marsh. The Mustangs are coached by Mr. Greg Jenkins, assisted by Logan Jenkins and Hayden Jenkins. And now, get on your feet to meet your fighting Jacksonville Indians. Starting at post at 6'4" is junior number 21, Jaden Castle. Starting at guard at 6'2" is junior number 12, Brady McCowan. Starting at guard at 5'10" is senior number 4, Hamilton. Starting at forward at 6'1" is senior number 32, Jake Ball. And starting at guard at 6'1" is senior number 3, Carmelo. Well, Indians are coached by Mr. Mark Alexander, assisted by Kurt Powell, Jakari Lucas, and Charles Kendrick.
All right, we are just about set to go. Starting lineups once again for your Jacksonville Indians. Number 3, Carmelo Claiborne. Number 10, Darian Hamilton. Number 12, Brady McCowan. Number 21, Jaden Castle. And number 32, Jaden Boyd. And starting tonight for Martins Mill, we have number 10, Sawyer Moore. Number 11, Jack Kinder. Number 15, Archer Schneider. Number 23, Travis Baber. And number 32, Ryder Marsh. And I believe Mr. Couples said Ryder Marsh is 6'6". So
wow.
Martins Mill with some size.
That they do. That first tip up and then blown dead by the official. So we are off here at John A. Jim Mello with the ball, bringing it ahead for Jacksonville.
Mello finds Jaden. Jaden hands it off back to Mello. Going to be picked up by Travis Baber. Mello trying to find some space, works to his right, kind of loses the handle on the ball. Trying to find someone open, finds Hamilton. Now Brady McCowan with the ball, finds Hamilton once again. Hamilton over to Mello. Carmelo Claiborne trying to find some space on that right side of the paint. Pulls up for 3. That one, nothing but net for Mello to start the scoring here tonight.
Mello, Jacksonville's leading scorer. Senior starter, Carmelo Claiborne. There's now Travis Baber with the ball for the Mustangs. Inside to Archer Snyder. Up and good. Brady McCowan handling the ball for Jacksonville. Screen set by Jaden Boyd. Brady over to Mello. Mello guarded by Baber. And Mello dribbles it out. Now cross-court pass Hamilton inside. Back out to Hamilton. Now to Jaden Boyd. Resets over to Mello. Mello to Hamilton. Hamilton to McCowan. McCowan inside. Puts it up. Blocked by Marsh. Martins Mill on the run. Kinder with the ball inside, pulls up, and hits. Jack Kinder gives the Mustangs the lead. Go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to say that Martins Mill takes the lead. Brady McCowan for 3. That one off the mark, out of bounds. Martins Mill ball. Sawyer Moore gets this one in to Travis Baber. Hamilton playing some defense. Baber able to maintain possession, finds Moore. Moore going down the baseline, gets it over to Schneider. Schneider goes in, pulls up, and lays that one in. So
able to finish through the contact at the hoop as well.
Mustangs out to a 6-3 lead. Mello pulls up for the shot. That one off the rim. Castle able to get the rebound. Finds Hamilton. Hamilton now to Boyd for 3. That one off the rim. Rebound goes to Baber. This ball pushed quickly up the floor and in by Marsh to extend the Mustangs' lead. And Jacksonville going to call timeout.
Head coach Mark Alexander calling timeout there, trying to stop the run as the Mustangs on an 8-0 run after Mello opened the scoring with a Jacksonville 3. So Martins Mill showing why they made it to the regional finals last year. And why they have started off so strongly this year. This is a strong program that has a history of success, does Martins Mill. And that's evident early here in this matchup. Jacksonville set to inbound.
Boyd gets this one into Mello, working kind of slowly up the floor here is Carmelo. Going to be picked up by Travis Baber for the Mustangs. Boyd finds Hamilton, now over to Mello. Mello finds Castle, now over to Hamilton. Jacksonville trying to find some space against this Mustangs defense. Hamilton thought about pulling up for a shot, gets the pass over to Castle. Now over to Jaden. Now back out to Mello, still guarded by Baber. McCowan finds Castle. Boyd now over to Mello in the corner. Mello working down the baseline, gets it out to Hamilton, pulls up for the three, off the backboard. Rebound goes to the Mustangs. And Schneider quickly down the floor lays that one in for the Mustangs, and Martins Mill takes a 10-3 lead with under 4 minutes remaining in the first.
Mello brings it ahead for Jacksonville. Gets it to McCowan. McCowan to Hamilton. Back to Mello. Pulls up from three. No good. Rebound, Marsh. Mustangs push it ahead.
Schneider finds Moore working in, puts up the shot. That one off the backboard. Brady McCowan with the rebound for the Indians. Brady across to Hamilton. Hamilton back to McCowan. McCowan guarded by Kinder. Jacksonville trying to slow things down now as Mello has the ball for the Indians. Trying to find some space off the screen from Boyd. Pulls up for the shot and connects. So Mello with all 5 points. We're on the same wavelength there.
That's right. Kinder brings it ahead for the Mustangs, guarded by McCowan. Now over to Baber. Baber guarded by Hamilton. Hamilton with the deflection, but Schneider controls it. Now over. Baber fouled. Brady McCowan with the foul. So the Mustangs set to inbound underneath the Jacksonville basket. Moore with the ball, gets it over to Kinder. Kinder pulls up, no good. Rebound knocked out and taken by Baber. Baber inside, handoff. Marsh with the finish. Baber with the assist.
Jermaine Taylor checking into the ball game for the Indians. Gets it inside to Jermaine, who puts up
great
a shot.
Pass, great finish. Great pass there from Mello to the trailing Jermaine in the lane.
Ball knocked away by Jermaine, out of bounds. That ball will go the Mustangs' way. Jabari Kennedy checks in for McCowan. Marsh with the ball for the Mustangs, finds Baber.
Open look from three, no good. Rebound, Moore.
Kinder with the ball now for the Mustangs, guarded by Mello. finds Baber. Now over 2 more for 3. That one off the rim. Rebound, Jermaine. Jermaine trying to find Isaiah quickly down the floor. Can't keep a hand on it. Out of bounds. Mustangs ball. Ball makes its way over to Kinder. Picked up by Isaiah Hamilton. This ball inside for Marsh, lays it in.
Really great pass there from Kinder and a good finish from Marsh. 14-7 is your score. Mello with the ball for Jacksonville.
Good turn from Mello, finds Boyd.
Boyd
off the rim, and Martins Mill gets the rebound. Baber now working up the floor against Kennedy.
Great deflection, great steal. And Jermaine can't get it to fall at the other end. Good defense leading to an opportunity there, but Jacksonville can't get it to fall. Now 3 from Schneider, no good. Rebound, Jermaine.
Mello working the ball down the floor, finds Isaiah. Isaiah Hamilton driving in on the baseline. Can't get the pass to go. Baber with the ball now for the Mustangs, guarded by Mello. Finds Kinder, pulls up for the 3. That one rattles the rim. Martins Mill able to get the rebound. Baber puts it back. Isaiah Hamilton gets the rebound for Jacksonville. Now 2v2 with Mello and Jabari. Mello lays it off the glass and in. A great shot there from Carmelo Claiborne.
Pretty shot.
That ball tipped, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Jacksonville trailing the Martins Mill Mustangs 14-9 after 1.
Yeah, and really good basketball played there by the Mustangs in that first period. They're showing why they went so far last year and why they're starting so hot this year. Some good play from Jacksonville as well, every now and then, more sporadically. But certainly a good first period of basketball here from John Alexander Gymnasium. Jacksonville with the 5-point deficit to Martins Mill.
A good second half of that first quarter, though. There were several shots that were missed there at the end that could have closed things up, but some good offense there in that second half of the first quarter for sure.
Yeah, and specifically, there were a couple of opportunities on fast breaks from good defense where Jacksonville just couldn't quite get it to fall at the other end, and this Jacksonville team we know is extremely good at turning great defense into great offense most of the time. That's certainly where they've had a lot of success in years past, and they've had opportunities tonight. So if they can get some of those to fall here in this second period, it could eat into this 5-point lead.
Cooper Wright into the game now for the Mustangs. Gets this one back into play for the second quarter. Travis Baber now picked up by Kennedy. That ball tipped by Kennedy. Working it down the floor now is Kennedy. Puts up the shot. That one off the backboard.
Through the contact.
Great finish at the basket by Kennedy. Closes this to a 3-point game. Kinder now finds Baber. Looks to the
block from Jermaine.
Big block there from Jermaine. Looks like Martins Mill going to maintain possession after the ball goes out of bounds.
So back-to-back big defensive possessions for Jacksonville. That first one they were able to get the score at the other end, just like we talked about. That's going to be big. Another great defensive possession there from Isaiah Hamilton, forcing the turnover. Jacksonville will inbound as Richards gets it into Alexander. Alexander brings it ahead to Kennedy, back to Alexander. Hamilton in the corner, pulls up, no good. Rebound, jump ball. Great effort there from Brendan Richards.
Richards able to dive in, get a hand on it, force the jump ball. That possession goes Jacksonville's way. William Alexander set to inbound for the Indians. Finds Hamilton, who gets it inside to Jermaine. Foul called. That will send Jermaine Taylor to the line, shooting 2.
His first personal, second quarter keep on number 1. Jermaine Taylor, shooting 2.
Jermaine's first free throw off the mark. Second free throw from Jermaine is good. Poses this to a 2-point game.
The Mustangs inbound. Alexander providing some pressure. Ball picked up. Now Cooper Wright gets it to Jack Kinder. Physical play there, no call. Jacksonville will get possession after some more good defense from Jabari Kennedy.
Yeah, Jabari Kennedy and Isaiah Hamilton kind of forcing that bad pass out of bounds.
And they've both been huge to start this second period on the defensive end of the court. Kennedy also turning some of that defense into offense to start this period. Now Richards inside, off the glass.
Good finish from Brendan Richards, ties this game at 14. Jack Kinder with the ball now, trying to find Cooper Wright. Wright able to get the ball, finds Marsh inside. Baber now over to Milligan. Baber working inside, gets this one back out to Kinder, fakes the shot, pulls up for the jumper. That one off the rim.
Great.
Brendan Richards comes up with the ball for the Indians.
Great effort there from Hamilton to get in on that rebound, tips it out. Now Richards. Over and back the call. So the Mustangs will take over at half court as Jack Kinder set to inbound it, guarded by William Alexander, as Richards is going to take a seat for Jacksonville, and Jaden Boyd set to take the court.
Brady McCowan also in for Jabari Kennedy.
Baber brings it ahead for the Mustangs, guarded by Boyd.
Baber working against Boyd, gets it over to Moore for 3. That's good.
Great
Mustangs.
shot there from Sawyer Moore as Alexander brings it ahead, gets it to Brady McCowan. McCowan back to Alexander, and now back to McCowan. McCowan thought about a shot, and now Alexander dribbles it out and resets. Alexander directing traffic.
Isaiah for 3. That one's good.
With the answer, Isaiah Hamilton, huge shot. Jermaine runs back on defense. Now Travis Baber with the ball for Martins Mill, guarded by Boyd. Over to Kinder, guarded by Alexander. And now three-point attempt from Moore, no good, but foul called on Hamilton. Moore set to take 3 shots from the line. First one up and good. Breaks the tie. 18-17 is your score. Mustangs out in front of Jacksonville. And now Moore waiting on his second attempt. Second attempt up and good. As William Alexander and Jermaine Taylor will take a seat, and Isaiah Hamilton. So we've got some subs for Jacksonville. Jaden Castle. Well, William did not, actually. I was mistaken. Moore's third shot is good. 3 for 3 from the line. 20-17. Jacksonville down by 3. Under 5 minutes remaining here in this first half. Mello with the ball, guarded by Baber. McCowan, open look from 3, no good. Rebound, Schneider. Now Mustangs on the run. Schneider with the ball inside, kicks it out. Cooper right over to Milligan. And now Baber to Moore. Milligan back to Baber, guarded by William Alexander. In the lane, good defense there from McCowan, gets it out. Mello on the run, gets to the bucket, puts it up, no good.
Rebound goes to Baber. He picked up by McCowan. Brady McCowan looks like going to be called for the foul. Trying to reach in for that ball from behind. Team foul number 2 here. .406 left here in the first half. Mustangs leading Jacksonville 20-17. And really not very many fouls so far in this game.
Nope.
It's been a pretty clean first half.
It has. Good defense there from Hamilton, but Schneider able to corral the loose ball. And now Kinder, guarded by Hamilton, over to Moore. Good defense from Jaden. Mello able to corral the loose ball, and over to Jaden, back to Mello.
Mello pulls up for the 3. That one off the rim. Brady McCowan gets the rebound, finds Mello, puts up the shot. That one off the rim. Rebound goes to Milligan. Good pressure defense there from the Indians. Moore now gets this one over to right. Back to Moore. Jack Milligan finds Moore once again. Moore working to his right against Hamilton. Pulls up for the shot. That one off the glass and in. Timeout, Martins Mill.
22-17, Jacksonville with a 5-point deficit to the Martins Mill Mustangs. 3:11 remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, and you have to think Martins Mill probably using these timeouts strategically. They only have 7 guys on their roster, being a 2A school, and so they're probably going to try to get their guys as rested as they can and keep them as fresh as they can throughout the game.
Absolutely. It's a whole nother layer of strategy when you're a 7-man roster in basketball, especially against a team that really likes to get out and run.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jacksonville has numbers right now, too. They've got a lot of guys. They've done a really good job rotating them out here in this first half. We've seen a number of guys for a number of minutes so far in the first half, and you know that they're going to be probably more fresh, I would say, at the end of the game than Martins Mill is. So we'll see how that plays
we will
on
see
out
if that
later in the game.
For sure. Certainly, the Mustangs have been impressive here tonight and currently have a 5-point lead with 3 minutes remaining here in the second period. Mello with the ball for Jacksonville, guarded by Kinder. Hamilton now with the ball back to Mello. Mello inside Castle. Castle kicks it out. Hamilton in the corner. Jaden, good rotation defense from the Mustangs. Mello with the ball. Kinder on defense. Mello resets.
It's kind of a dangerous pass there.
It was.
Lucky it didn't get in the hands of a Mustangs player, but Mello able to corral it, and now working to his right, back to his left, guarded heavily. Gets this one out to Hamilton, back to Mello, working inside, puts up the shot.
Difficult shot. Rebound Castle, puts it back up, can't get it to fall. Rebound Mello.
Boyd now finds Hamilton. Jacksonville going to look to reset. Mustangs have played pretty solid defense here in this first half. Mello now finds some space, pulls up for the shot, and that one is good.
3-point game after that 2-point shot from Carmelo Claiborne. Melo now on defense as Moore gets inside, puts it up, can't get it to fall. Rebound, Boyd.
Melo now with the ball for the Indians. Thought about pulling up for a shot. Finds Jaden Boyd. Melo working to his left, trying to find some space. Gets it back to Jaden. Jaden pulls up for three. That one off the rim. Rebound goes to Wright. And foul called on McCowan.
Foul is on number 12, Brady McCowan. His third personal. Second quarter rebound number 3.
Third personal for Brady.
Kinder with the ball for the Mustangs, guarded by Hamilton, brings it across half court.
Kinder throws up a pass to Schneider. That one off the foot of Brady McCowan, out of bounds. So Mustangs keep possession.
McCowan going to take a seat, and Jabari Kennedy on for Jacksonville. Moore inbounds it. 3-point from Kinder is good. Back to a 6-point advantage for Martins Mill. Mello with the ball for Jacksonville. Under a minute remaining here in this first half.
Mello guarded by Wright. Finds Hamilton. Now back to Mello. Foul called on Cooper Wright. That is Wright's second personal foul. That'll give the Indians the ball to inbound. Boyd gets this one into Mello. Nearing the 30-second mark here left in the first half. Carmelo Claiborne looks like going to take his time. Try to run out this clock. Mello guarded by Wright, working to his left. Picked up by Marsh. Now finds Nehemiah Boyd over to Kennedy. Pulls up for three. That one off the rim. Boyd gets the rebound. And that will do it for the first half of play. Martins Mill leading Jacksonville 25-19.
6-point advantage for the Mustangs at halftime. Jacksonville early in that second period able to close the gap, but then as we got closer to halftime, the Mustangs kind of stretched that lead back out. A couple of big threes in the second half of that period helped push this out to a 6-point Martins Mill lead. Thoughts from the first half?
I mean, it's been a good first half. I mean, we've seen some really good basketball from both teams in spurts. Jacksonville there to second half of the first quarter and then first half of the second quarter, playing some pretty good basketball. But then just kind of letting it get away from them towards the end of the first half. And going in with a 6-point deficit against a really good Martins Mill team.
Absolutely. Good basketball from both schools in that first half. For Jacksonville, leading the way for all scorers tonight so far is Carmelo Claiborne with 9 points. Jermaine Taylor with 3. Isaiah Hamilton with 3. Jabari Kennedy with 2. And Brendan Richards with 2. Add those up, you get 19 Jacksonville points in the first half. For Martins Mill, leading the way, Sawyer Moore with 8 points. Archer Schneider and Ryder Marsh both with 6. And Jack Kinder with 5. That's where your 25 Mustang points in the first half came from. You put those on a scoreboard and you get 25-19. Martins Mill out in front of Jacksonville. We'll see how Jacksonville's depth impacts this game in the second half. We've already mentioned how Martins Mill has 7 players on the roster here tonight, and they've taken a few timeouts strategically to maybe take a breather when needed. And Jacksonville already rotating out with good depth on this team. So we'll see how that plays out in the second half, and if maybe Jacksonville can take advantage of a numbers game.
I mean, I would definitely think that that's going to come into play towards the end of this game, especially when, you know, Martins Mill only has 2 subs. And, you know, they've used those guys well throughout the first half. But you have to think, especially with the way that both teams have run in the first half, if that continues in the second, you're probably going to get some guys with some tired legs towards the end of the fourth quarter.
You would think, and we will see if that proves true. So we've got about 7 minutes remaining here in halftime. We'll step away and we'll be back as we get a little closer to the second half tip. Thank you for being with us on JISD Live.
Mustang basketball to the game.
We are back underway here in the second half. Martins Mill with a quick bucket by Ryder Marsh. Mello gets it over to Boyd in the corner. Jaden now working in, finds Hamilton out to Mello. Mello driving inside, gets it out to Boyd for three. That one off the mark. Rebound goes to Moore. This ball quickly up the floor. Schneider lays it in for the Mustangs. Mello now with the ball for the Indians, working down that far side of the court, gets this one back into Castle. Now Isaiah Hamilton finds Mello. Mello 4-3, that one good. Jack Kinder now with the ball for the Mustangs, working against Darian Hamilton. Kinder working to his left, drives in, puts up the shot. That one off the rim. Boyd gets a hand on it. Rebound goes to Hamilton. Quickly down the floor the other way, finds Mello. Mello inside to Castle, puts up the shot. That one off the rim. Rebound Schneider. Schneider now down the floor. Mello able to get a hand on it and break it up. And back the other way goes Carmelo Claiborne. Mello looking for Isaiah. Isaiah Hamilton drives in, pulls up for the shot. That one off the rim. Moore with the rebound for the Mustangs. Isaiah Hamilton with some good defense, able to break that one up. Gets the ball back and gets it over to Mello. Jacksonville down 7, trying to play catch-up here in the third quarter. Mello finds Boyd. Jaden with some physical play against Schneider. Kicks it back out to Mello. Mello puts up the shot. That one rattles the rim. Schneider gets the rebound for the Mustangs. Quickly down the floor the other way, finds Marsh. Marsh fouled by Castle. And that will send Ryder Marsh to the line, shooting 2.
Ryder Marsh shooting 2.
Marsh's first shot is up and in. 9 points for Ryder Marsh tonight, and an 8-point advantage for the Mustangs. Marsh trying to add to it. Good on the second, 10 points for Marsh. 9-point lead. Mello brings it ahead for Jacksonville. Jermaine with the screen. Mello drop-off pass to Jermaine inside. Good finish from Jermaine and great assist from Mello. Now Baber brings it ahead for the Mustangs. Kennedy on defense for Jacksonville. Schneider with the ball gets it over to Kinder. Kinder guarded by Hamilton. Kinder inside. And that runner from Travis Baber up and in. Mello with the ball for Jacksonville quickly to the other end. Jermaine pulls up. No good. Kennedy able to knock it back to Jermaine. Mello's three, no good as well.
Jermaine gets a hand on it. Foul goes against Jermaine against Ryder Marsh. Martinsville gets the ball.
Kinder brings it ahead, guarded by Hamilton.
Good move there from Jack Kinder. Isaiah gets a hand to it, finds Kennedy. Back to Isaiah with lots of room, puts up the shot. And one opportunity for Isaiah Hamilton after a great finish at the basket. Foul there on Martins Mill.
Great defense from Kennedy. Great lead pass back out from, great defense from Hamilton and great lead pass from Kennedy. And a finish through contact. 3-point opportunity. Hamilton at the line.
Hamilton's free throw off the mark. Rebound goes to Kinder. That foul a moment ago went against Sawyer Moore. That was his first. And now Schneider's three off the rim. Rebound goes to Isaiah Hamilton. Mello working quickly down the floor. Finds Kennedy. Pulls up for three. Now one off the rim. Moore gets the rebound for the Mustangs.
Baber with the ball guarded by Kennedy. Deflected but taken by Kinder. And Kinder gets it to fall. 35-26 is your score. The Mustangs with the 9-point advantage with 3.5 minutes remaining here in this third period. Well, so far the MVP of this contest is Mr. Swanson Trailer, who just brought some popcorn up to our location. Popcorn courtesy of the concession stand here at John Alexander Gymnasium.
That popcorn's good, too.
It is very good.
If you are watching at home, you're missing out on some good John Alexander Gymnasium popcorn.
Absolutely you are. The next time you're here at John A. Gym, be sure to get some popcorn from the concession stand.
Mello with the ball, working up the floor for the Indians, guarded by Moore, finds Isaiah. Isaiah works to his left, gets it back to Mello. Mello with a good move, pulls up for three. That one rattles the rim. Jermaine gets a hand to it, finds Kennedy. Richards now looking inside. That one broken up by Marsh. Richards pass over the head of Isaiah Hamilton, and backcourt violation will be called. So the Mustangs will get possession after the errant pass. Baber set to inbound for the Mustangs. Gets this one out to Marsh. Jermaine gets a hand on it.
So close to being a
And
breakaway.
comes up with it. Timeout, Jacksonville.
Huge play there from Jermaine. It really seems like there wasn't much of an opportunity for a deflection. It wasn't a irresponsible play on Marsh's part. Jermaine just
a really good play from Jermaine. Able to get a hand
able
in
to
there,
reach
knock
out
it
and
away.
knock it away.
And then I'm still not sure how he got on the ball after he ran past it.
Really good defensive play there from Jermaine. And those types of plays are definitely important in a game like this where you're trying to come back from a 9-point deficit deep into the third period. Anytime you can change possession in your favor, certainly important in a game like this one. If you hear crinkling sound in the background, just please ignore it. That would be a paper popcorn bag full of delicious popcorn, courtesy of the concession stand at John Alexander Gymnasium. Jermaine sets it inbound for Jacksonville, gets it to Mello. Mello brings it ahead, guarded by Baber. Now Mello over to Hamilton. Hamilton inside. Travel the call. So the Mustangs set to take over underneath their own basket.
Schneider gets this one into Baber, picked up by Kennedy. Baber working to his right. Jabari Kennedy in defense. Baber able to lay that one in. A really good play there from Travis Baber driving in. And then
violation on the inbound will turn over possession. So the Mustangs set to take possession underneath the Jacksonville basket. Baber inbounds it. And Kinder with the ball back to Baber. Baber kicks it out. Open look. Kinder for three. Nothing but net from Kinder. 40-26 is your score. Mello with the ball for Jacksonville, trying to turn the corner. Gets it to Hamilton. Hamilton open three, no good. Great rebound from Richards. Over to Mello. Mello from three, no good. Rebound, Jermaine.
Jermaine finds Isaiah, now over to Mello.
Under 2 minutes remaining here in this third period. Jacksonville down by 14. Great pass and great finish.
Kinder now with the ball for the Mustangs. Gets it back to Marsh. Kinder going to be picked up by Kennedy. Working inside is Kinder. Gets this one back out to Moore. Moore guarded by Mello. Now finds Baber. Foul called on Isaiah Hamilton. William Alexander and Brady McCowan check in for the Indians. Jabari Kennedy and Isaiah Hamilton go off. Looks like Jacksonville also going to bring on Jaden Castle and Jaden Boyd. Brendan Richards and Jermaine Taylor going off for the Indians. Travis Baber set to inbound for Martins Mill. Gets this one back to Milligan. Baber picked up by Alexander. Working inside is Baber. Finds Milligan. Foul called on Baber. That's his first personal. Jacksonville trailing by 12. 1:05 left in the third. Mello finds Brady. Brady McCowan working to his left, gets it back to Mello. Mello quickly double teamed. Jaden Boyd sets the screen. Mello pulls up for the shot. That good.
10-point deficit, under a minute remaining here in the third period. The Mustangs on the run. Open look from three, no good for Milligan. Rebound Martins Mill as Wright is able to corral that one. And now Kinder guarded by Alexander.
Kinder finds Travis Baber. Baber picked up by Mello, working to his left. Baber trying to find some room. Good defense being played by Carmelo Claiborne. And now Jaden Castle going to be called for the foul. Little reach in there on Jack Milligan.
15.9 seconds remaining here in the third period. Milligan's pass to Baber in the backcourt. Back to Milligan, guarded by Castle. Over to Wright, and now Baber. Baber trying to get it to Schneider.
Off the head of Archer Schneider. Out of bounds. Jacksonville ball. Jaden Boyd going to inbound for the Indians.
Gets it to McCowan. McCowan across. 3 seconds remaining into the lane. Gets it up. Gets it to fall.
Big shot there to finish the third quarter for Brady McCowan. Closes this to an 8-point game. So after 3, Martins Mill leads Jacksonville 40-32.
That was a big shot, as that lead had grown out to, I think at the most it was 14 or 15. So to get it down to 8 at the final seconds of that third period.
Yeah, Jacksonville has been kind of streaky so far tonight. We saw them at the beginning of the third quarter come out and have a good start, and then kind of went cold for most of that third quarter and finally found a couple buckets towards the end to go into the fourth, down 8.
Yeah, so Jacksonville.
8's more manageable than 15.
It is. I was just about to say Jacksonville keeping it in striking distance, keeping it within striking distance, rather. Here, just down 8 going into the fourth period. Seen some good basketball here tonight at John Alexander Gymnasium.
Indian basketball to begin our final quarter of play.
On the floor for your Indians to start the fourth quarter, Jaden Boyd, Carmelo Claiborne, Brady McCowan, Jaden Castle, and William Alexander.
Mello brings it across half court. Picked up by Baber.
Mello working to his left, finds Castle. Castle now gets it out to Mello, who has some room for 3. That one's good. A huge 3 closes this to a 5-point game.
Huge shot there from Mello. He's up to 17 points to lead all scorers.
Kinder with the ball for the Mustangs. Going to be called for the travel.
Jacksonville takes possession. 7:22 remaining here in the game. Jacksonville down by 5, but cutting into this deficit. Mello with the ball, picked up by Aber. Now inside Castle. Castle looking to get it back to Mello, and does. Castle sets the screen. Back to Castle. Great pass. Great finish. 3-point game. Jaden Castle's on the board. Great assist from Mello. Aber with the ball, guarded by Alexander. Foul called
on William Alexander.
Archer Schneider set to inbound, gets it to Baber, guarded by Alexander.
Baber working to his right, drives in, puts up the shot. That one off the rim, foul called. That will send Travis Baber to the line, shooting 2.
His second personal for quarter team foul number 2. Travis Baber, shooting 2.
Baber's first is up, no good. Remains a 3-point lead for the Mustangs. Second shot falls for Baber.
Extends the lead back out to 4. Jaden Boyd finds Mello with the inbound. Mello over to McCowan. Finds William Alexander, fakes the shot, gets it back to Mello. Mello with some room, pulls up for the shot. That one off the rim. Rebound, Schneider. Moore now back to Baber. Baber picked up by William Alexander. Gets it over to Schneider, who's wide open. Pulls up for 3 off the rim. Rebound off the hands of Marsh and then off the hands of Jaden Boyd. So Mustangs keep possession. Baber gets it into Marsh, picked up by Jermaine. Back to Baber. Isaiah Hamilton on defense. Kinder pulls up for 3. That one off the rim. Mello gets the rebound. Headed back the other direction quickly. That one inside to Jermaine. Loses the handle on it.
Throws it in the backcourt. Great effort there from Boyd. And then McCowan, but Ryder Marsh able to finish.
Quickly down the floor for Jermaine. That one off the rim. Jermaine gets a hand to it. Baber gets the rebound for the Mustangs. Travis Baber going to be picked up by Brady McCowan. Baber finds Kinder, guarded by Isaiah Hamilton. Kinder inside, pulls up for the shot. That one off the rim. Jaden bats that one down. Quickly down the floor the other way goes Jermaine and lays it in at the basket.
Great assist there from Mello. Great finish from Jermaine as Baber has the ball for the Mustangs. And now over to Kinder, guarded by Mello.
Kinder
Travel called.
4:57 left here in the game. Jacksonville's closed this to a 4-point game. And a big travel call there goes against the Mustangs. Jermaine gets the ball in to Mello.
And Mello brings it ahead. Going to be picked up by Baber.
Mello working down the baseline. Gets it out to Isaiah Hamilton for 3. That one off the rim. Marsh with the rebound for the Mustangs. Foul called against Brendan Richards.
Number 22, Brendan Richards. He's first personal. Fourth quarter team foul number 3.
Archer Snyder set to inbound for the Mustangs. Gets it to Baber.
Baber back to Schneider. Schneider finds Baber, picked up by Richards. Baber with lots of room, drives in, foul called. And that will send Travis Baber to the line, shooting 2. Foul going to go against Brendan Richards. That'll be his second personal, 4th team foul. So Jacksonville nearing the point where Martins Mill will be shooting 2 for every foul. Baber's first free throw off the rim, no good. Baber's second free throw off the rim, no good. And foul called on Ryder Marsh. Richards finds Mello with the inbound.
Mello brings it across half court, picked up by Baber. Now over to McCowan. McCowan to Jermaine. Jermaine inside, back to Mello.
One off the rim. Richards gets the rebound, gets it back out to Isaiah. Isaiah Hamilton now looking to reset for Jacksonville. Finds Brady, gets it over to Mello. Mello working to his left. Good move from Mello, trying to find someone who is open.
Guarded by Aber.
Mello drives in, pulls up for the shot. That one good. Another great
two-point
finish
game
for Carmelo. Kinder finds Moore. Guarded by Isaiah. Moore with a good move inside, gets the shot up. Basket counts and one opportunity after the foul from Jermaine.
Really good shot there from Sawyer Moore to finish through the foul at the line for an opportunity to send this to a 5-point lead for the Mustangs if he's able to hit.
Cooper Wright checks into the game for Martins Mill. Going off is Jack Kinder. Moore's free throw rattles the rim. Brady McCowan gets the rebound for the Indians. Mello now with the ball, working against Wright. Foul looks like it's going to go against Cooper Wright. So Jacksonville maintains possession. Mello set to inbound for the Indians. Gets it to Brady. Brady now hands this one off to Mello. Jacksonville trying to get a play set up, nearing the 3-minute mark remaining, trailing by 4. Mello working to his right, finds Jermaine. Jermaine now back to Mello. Mello working against Wright, finds Richards. Now back to Brady. Brady puts the shot up. That one off the rim. Foul called. And that will send Brady McCowan to the line after the foul from Schneider. It's Archer Schneider's first personal of the game, third team foul this quarter.
Yeah, 3 quick fouls in a row for Martins Mill. As McCowan's first no good. Keeps your score 45-41 as the Mustangs are out in front. 2:49 remaining here in regulation. McCowan's second shot is up, does not fall, gets his own rebound.
Mello drives in, puts that one off the glass and in. 2-point game with 2:42 left in the ball game.
Mello now with 21 points to lead all scorers. Next closest is Ryder Marsh with 12.
Big night so far for Carmelo.
21 for Mello, 7 for Jermaine, 5 for Isaiah Hamilton, 4 for Jabari Kennedy, and then 2 apiece for Brady McCowan, Jaden Castle, and Brendan Richards for Jacksonville. For Martins Mill, 10 points apiece for Sawyer Moore and Jack Kinder, 12 for Ryder Marsh, 8 for Archer Schneider, and 5 for Travis Baber.
While we do have a second, I'd like to remind everyone watching that there is a different free throw rule based on fouls that's in play this year. So every quarter fouls reset. When you get to 5 fouls in a quarter, you automatically shoot 2 for every foul thereafter. I don't know that we're going to get that into effect, but Jacksonville with 4 fouls this quarter and Martins Mill with 3, so it might come into effect here shortly.
It very well may.
I just wanted to remind everyone it's been a while. I almost forgot myself.
Yeah, and it's a new rule, and it's an impactful one. It can really change the way some of these games are played, especially as teams get deeper into foul trouble. As the Mustangs set to inbound it underneath their own basket. Sawyer Moore going to handle that for Martins Mill. Gets it into Baber, guarded by McCowan and Hamilton. Pressure defense from Jacksonville, and they are able to turn it over. Mello gets it to McCowan, muscles his way to the basket.
Huge basket for Brady
Tie
McCowan.
Ball game.
Brendan Richards gets the steal off the glass. McCowan with the rebound. Foul
And the
called.
foul.
That will send Brady McCowan to the line, shooting 2 after the foul from Jack Kinder.
Huge sequence from Brady McCowan.
And a huge sequence from Jacksonville defensively. That was a great steal.
The
from
pressure
Richards
on
over
these
here.
last few possessions has been huge for Jacksonville. Tie ball game, 2 shots at the line, opportunity to grab the lead. First one rims out, second one to come for Brady. Both teams now at 4 fouls. Just moments ago, Jacksonville had 14 fouls and Martin Mills 0 for this period, and now both teams just 1 foul away from those 5 fouls in a period that you mentioned earlier. McCowan's second shot is up, no good. Able to tap it away. Jermaine rebound over to Mello.
2:15 and counting left in the fourth. Mello guarded by Sawyer Moore.
Screen set by
Sets the
Jermaine.
screen. Mello trying to find some space, pulls up for the shot. That one good.
Jacksonville with the lead.
And I think this is Jacksonville's first lead since the opening possession.
Martinsville answers right back.
Ryder Marsh lays that one in, and we are tied once again.
Under 2 minutes remaining here in regulation. Your score, Jacksonville 47, Martinsville 47.
Hey, remember a few minutes ago when Jacksonville trailed by like 15?
I do remember that. And I do remember talking about how Brady's buzzer beater at the end of the third was a big shot, keeping it to 8 heading into this final period. I remember talking about how Jacksonville probably is going to have fresher legs going into this final period because they have depth on this team, and Martinsville just with 7 players rostered tonight. So it seems like we know what we're talking about. I say seems like because it's far likelier. We just, kind of got lucky and threw some stuff out there. And I will say, though, we did a good job picking the player spotlight for tonight. Brady's been impactful, especially here in this second half. The aforementioned shot right at the end of the third period was big, and several of these possessions here to get this game tied up, Brady's been a big part of. Is Jacksonville ready to inbound?
Brendan Richards set to inbound to Carmelo.
Mello brings it across half court, picked up by Aber. Over to McCowan, hands it back to Mello. Mello
works to his left, finds McCowan. Now over to Isaiah. Back to Brady. Brady picked up by Moore. Brady working inside, puts up the shot. That one off the backboard. Jermaine able to get the rebound. Jermaine able to find Carmelo. Mello guarded by Travis Baber. Jermaine sets the screen. Mello trying to find some space, working against Marsh. Shot up, and Schneider with the rebound. Baber getting in a little trouble there, able to find Kinder. Timeout, Martinsville.
This pressure, full court press from Jacksonville proving problematic for the Mustangs.
And so far, Jacksonville's played the full court press well. It's not something that we see from them a whole lot, but so far tonight, it's been very effective.
It has. This is a fast Jacksonville team, so certainly trapping on full court press and breaking on those kind of cross court passes that often results in from the opposing team. That can certainly be dangerous. We've seen that already a few times here in this fourth period. We'll see if Jacksonville keeps that strategy up. As we're set to come out of this timeout. Tie ball game under a minute remaining in regulation.
Jack Kinder set to inbound the ball for the Mustangs. Finds Baber. Baber guarded by Brendan Richards. Ball finds Moore in the corner. Now inside to Schneider. Kind of loses a handle on it. Jermaine tries to get the steal. Baber able to come up with it. Kinder now inside for Schneider. That ball off the mark, out of bounds. Jacksonville ball.
Kind of a wild possession there. Jacksonville able to come up with possession, and Mello brings it ahead. 30 seconds remaining here in the game. Jacksonville going to bring it across half court. Mello met by Aber.
Mello going to try to waste as much time as he can here. Martinsville trying to win the ball back. Mello works to his right, finds Richards. Richards loses a handle on it, trying to get possession. Timeout, Jacksonville.
Good timeout there from head coach Mark Alexander.
5 seconds remaining.
As Richards lost the handle and the ball was careening around, Jacksonville able to get possession just long enough to get that timeout off. And so Jacksonville will have 5 seconds coming out of a timeout. Tie ball game at the right end of the court.
That's definitely true.
Whew. This has proven to be an exciting game here tonight, as it usually is at John A. Gym.
I mean, it usually, there has been very few times where boys varsity basketball disappoints for an exciting finish.
That is true. Certainly, we're looking at one of those here tonight. 47-47, 5 seconds remaining. Jacksonville with the ball underneath the opponent's basket. Mello set to inbound for Jacksonville. Also on the court for the Indians, Jermaine Taylor, Jaden Boyd, Brady McCowan, and Isaiah Hamilton.
Mello with the inbound, finds Isaiah. Now out to Brady. 3 seconds. Mello with the shot. That one good!
Buzzer beater! Mello with the walk-off. Jacksonville comes from behind. Mello with a walk-off three-point shot. Final score, Jacksonville 50, Martinsville 47. What a performance from Jacksonville to come back in this second half, and what a performance by Carmelo Claiborne. 26 of Jacksonville's 50 points here tonight, including none bigger than a walk-off corner three buzzer beater. Turn out the lights. Jacksonville from down deep comes out with a win in dramatic fashion. What a game.
And what a finish. 5 seconds left, coming out of a timeout. It almost looked like no one was going to get a shot. And then Mello able to pull up from the corner.
What a game.
Woo!
Man, how's that for some Tuesday night entertainment on JISD Live? So for Jacksonville, like we mentioned, Carmelo Claiborne, 26 points. Jermaine Taylor with 7, Isaiah Hamilton with 5, Brady McCowan and Jabari Kennedy each with 4, and then Jaden Castle and Brendan Richards with 2. For Martinsville, leading the way, Ryder Marsh with 14, Sawyer Moore, Jack Kinder both with 10, Archer Schneider 8 points, and Travis Baber 5 points. Great game from the Mustangs tonight. It's easy to see why they are so highly ranked in 2A and why they went so deep into the playoffs last year. Great program in Martinsville, and they led 99% of the game here tonight.
Jacksonville had the first points, and then from there on out until like the last 30 seconds, it was mostly Martins Mill with the lead.
Including some big leads out to 14 points, 15 points at different points of this game. And so Jacksonville, huge credit to this team to not give up, to claw their way back. Huge credit to head coach Mark Alexander for keeping his team on the rails. And then what a dramatic finish here tonight as Mello with that corner three to just send the teams to the locker rooms and send Jacksonville to the win column. Well, I think that just about does it here tonight for Varsity Indian basketball. But join us this upcoming Friday as we will bring you a double header on JISD Live, as we will bring you both varsity girls soccer, JV and varsity girls soccer.
Really a triple header.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things going on Friday. Friday, we're going to bring you girls soccer from the Tomato Bowl, both sub-varsity and varsity levels of that. We will also bring you both girls and boys varsity basketball here from John A. Gym. Both of those occurring simultaneously on JISD Live this upcoming Friday. So be sure to tune in at the end of the week, and we can only hope that it's just as exciting as it was here on Tuesday night. On behalf of Swanson Trailer, Ryan Travis, I'm Lee Trailer. Thank you very much for joining us on JISD Live, and have a great evening.